How do you feel about fake, replica or inspired? Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Andri. Welcome to another Get Ready With Me Chit Chat video. So we are going to achieve this look today. We are going to chit chat about fakes, replicas, what else have I got here? Inspired, but only expensive bags do. And are expensive shoes worth it when they are only going to end up on the pavements? So these questions have been directed at me by Laura B, and it's only worth it. So thank you very much, ladies, for the video ideas. So let's chit chat and achieve this look. Let's do it. First, let me tell you what's going on with my face. For those of you that follow me on my vlogs, you know I have a very sensitive skin to new products, and I received a retinol product as part of my birthday. It's supposed to be quite a mild one, and I have reacted to it, but I honestly don't think it's the actual retinol. I think it's then whatever I use after it as well, I think seems to be reacting with the product. Oh, right. We are going to cover this up now, but it's okay, it covers up with makeup, it's not a problem. So I'm going to start off with Bye Bye Under Eye. I don't use this under my eye, I really don't like it under my eye. So what I'm going to use now is, and I've even got a wee spot thing here which is drying up, which is another thing that I don't really suffer with, but we're just going to cover this that's going on just now, and I'm going to put some concealer on this redness that's going on here. So I'm just going to try and cover that up before I put my foundation on. Also notice when my skin is like this, it doesn't like sunblock. I'm using the number 7 sunblock, and it seems to make it worse again because I've been using retinol. I make sure I use sunblock, although a lot of my products, L'Oreal moisturizer that I'm using is a 50, so yeah, and it really, that retinol really dries up my skin. Maybe my skin just doesn't need retinol, but it's like everything, you know, you watch all these videos, use this, use that, and this is what happens. Stick to what you know, people. Do not be influenced. Do not be influenced. So I'm just going to try and cover this redness up just now. Okay, and start discussing the subject at hand, which can be quite, it could be quite a complicated subject as well, and quite intense when you get into it. So what do I think of fake, replica and inspired bags? Well, like all these things that I've mentioned, replica, fake, blah blah blah, will only expensive bags do. Shoes, expensive shoes, I could quickly sum this up and say, well, it's how you feel about it, how it makes you feel. How would you feel carrying a fake bag? How do you feel carrying a replica or an inspired bag? Or how do you feel wearing expensive shoes in comparison to a pair of shoes from Zara? How does it make you feel, what was the other one, to carry an expensive bag as opposed to a high street bag? It's about how it makes you feel. And you know, a lot of people will argue it's to do with the quality, it's to do with the leather, it's to do with the craftsmanship, it's to do with this, that, and we can make 101 excuses as to why we spend fortunes on bags. But actually, in my opinion, the bottom line is, it's how it makes me feel when I am carrying that bag. You know, I recently did a tag video about the Birkin, and if it was just a status symbol, which the same could be said about these things. And again, it's, you know, and the opinion of that was, it was very mixed. It was, some people thought it was, some people thought it wasn't. It's a matter of opinion, like everything, which is something we are all entitled to have. I just thought I would get that in. I initially Googled about fake bags. I just wanted to read up about it, because years ago, before, I think it was even before I started my YouTube channel, it seemed to me there was a lot of people on YouTube, there was a group of people on YouTube who were naming and shaming people that carried fakes. And to me it was bordering on bullying the way it was done. Now for me, again, there's a difference between somebody, I see a difference here, between somebody that is carrying a fake bag, a fake Chanel bag, and pretending that it's real and telling people that their bag is a real bag, or all their luxury goods are real when in fact they're fake. There's a difference to that and somebody who inspires to have that one Chanel bag in their collection. They can't afford it and they buy a fake, right? I mean, who am I to judge that person? Who am I to judge that person who can't afford to spend thousands on a bag but just would love that Chanel bag? I would never judge anybody like that. I've known people that have done that, and you know, I don't see any, you know, I just would never ever judge anybody like that, and I would never call them out either, not at all. But you'll find people like that will say to you, it's really a fake. You know, people that are inspiring to have that bag and can't afford it, and you say to them, oh, you know, if nice bag, they go, actually the bag's not a real bag. You know, you'll find that. But again, like I said, there's a difference between, you know, when you see on social media and somebody's wearing, oh, you know, the Rolexes, their Cartiers and their Chanel bags, and they're passing them off as real when in fact they're fake. There's a total difference in that, because, you know, that's just, you're lying. You're trying to pass fake things off as real things, especially on social media, where you're influencing people to spend their money when they see all of this on you. So the first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to see the connection between organised crime and counterfeit goods. I wanted to see, because, you know, I didn't know there was a connection there. You know, I thought basically, you know, there was a factory and behind the marketplace making these things, you know, to make money. And, you know, I never ever knew until, you know, I got into YouTube and all of that and realised that there was a connection. So I googled it. So this article is titled "The Illicit Trafficking of Counterfeit Goods and Transnational Organised Crime." So, as a global multi-billion-dollar crime, organised criminal groups have not hesitated to cash in on the trade in counterfeit goods. In many parts of the world, international, regional and national law enforcement authorities have uncovered intricate links between this crime and other serious offences, including illicit drugs, money laundering and corruption. Some estimates put the counterfeit business at well in excess of $250 billion a year, and hundreds of billions more if pirated digital products and domestic counterfeit sales are included. And the article goes on and on. The highest number of counterfeit shipments being seized originates from East Asia, with China and Hong Kong at the top of the ranking. China and Hong Kong have been dominating global trade in counterfeit goods, blah blah blah, and then it lists, you know, the top 7 countries that do that, and you can Google all that information and find out. Right, let's get some foundation on. and see how we get on. So I'm going to go with the CC cream, which has 50 UVA and UVB. The It Cosmetics, which is a beautiful foundation, but I won't be buying it again as much as I like it. Let me get a headband on. I've got one here. I need to be careful because of my new piercing, which my new piercing, because which has actually been wonderful. It's been one of the best piercings I've had. Not had any bother with it at all. So what was I saying? The It Cosmetics, it just marks all my clothes, and that's why I'm not going to be buying it again. It looks lovely. Probably this is just a wee bit too dark for me. You know, I should have put some concealer up on that wee white bit there. Wee white bit on that patch that I have, you know. Yeah, it feels as if it doesn't dry. Maybe I should put some of my fixing spray on it, the MAC fixing. I never thought of that, but I've always marked clothes. It doesn't matter how careful I am, and I find it marks my hands, which is not good when we're carrying these bags, because then when you've got foundation and all of that. So yeah, I'm using this. It's probably, like I said, it's probably too dark for me now. I'm looking for the colour medium tan. It's just too dark for me just now. So going back to counterfeit things and fake things and YouTubers who promote them. Okay, personally I don't know of any YouTubers that promote them, because I just wouldn't watch anything like that. So there's no way I would watch anybody that promotes counterfeit things. Replica, is Replica the same as counterfeit? I don't know. Is Replica the same as counterfeit? I don't know. Hey Siri, is Replica and counterfeit the same thing? Replica goods are close copies of the original goods, also referred to as knockoffs. They are acknowledged to be modelled after the original famous product. Therefore, even though they share a striking resemblance with the original goods, they are not passed off as being the real deal. Replica goods are considered to be legitimate copies because they do not bear the branded product trademark. So while a replica might have the same features and functionality of a famous branded product, it usually carries a different symbol or logo, which is admittedly similar to the famous one. Okay, there we go. So basically a replica is like an inspired bag. Would we agree? Because to me that's what an inspired bag is. So inspired bag. Inspired bags are made by, oh my goodness, endless companies. I mean, if you walk into places like River Island, they have inspired bags and shoes and so many things like that. I mean, a lot of Michael Kors bags are the same like that, aren't they? A lot of them look like other bags, wouldn't we say? So you see them everywhere, and I suppose we've all had inspired bags. I just looked down there. Now, this is obviously an inspired bag of the Loewe. Is that how you say it? I don't know. The Loewe bag, the basket bag. This is obviously inspired. This is a Zara bag. And again, Zara, you go into Zara, many of their bags and shoes are inspired. So what do I think of them? Again, if you like the look of something, there's nothing wrong with buying inspired. And you know, even these bigger companies, these luxury companies are, you know, using each other's styles and ideas, because when one brings out a bag and it's very successful, like now it's the shoulder bag and all that, they're all doing it. They're all very inspired. If one brings out a basket bag or a big tote bag or whatever, they're all basically, everybody gets ideas from everybody else. So I don't have a problem basically with an inspired bag. I don't like, Replica, inspired seems alright, but Replica to me is, I don't know, it feels fake. Replica feels fake, although Inspired doesn't. So I don't have a problem with it. I would rather have the real thing, because it goes back to what I said right at the beginning. We're never going to get this makeup on, people. We're never going to get this makeup on. It goes back to what I said at the beginning. It's how it makes me feel. You know, I like to carry the real thing. That's what I like to carry. And I know if I had, you know, an Inspired bag, or for example the Kurt Geiger bags, which are beautiful bags. I mean, remember I bought one from TK Maxx. I sometimes regret taking that one back. It was a small one with all the different colours, and I still think about that bag. But I took it back because I thought, I've got, you know, I've spent all this money on all of these bags, and as much as I love bags and I'm always attracted to bags, would I have used that one over the bags that I already have? It's almost like a guilt thing. When you've spent that amount of money on these bags, then you feel as if you need to use these bags. So yeah, I have thought about that bag time and time. That was a beautiful bag. I don't know. But and that's why, and it took me a long time to return that bag. I kept looking at it, I kept trying it on. I loved everything about that bag, but I just thought to myself, I'm not going to use it over the bags that I have, because this is what I'm into. I'm into luxury bags. That's what I'm attracted to. Right, I'm going to get my highlighter. Actually, I'm not going to use the Victoria Beckham highlighter. I'm going to use my new birthday present. I'm going to use my Dior palette that I got for my birthday. So I'm going to go with this one. And I'm going to do my contour and all of that. And my brushes are all nice and clean because I washed them all yesterday. So I'm going to contour with this. And see how we go. So yeah, that's my thing on replicas and fakes and Inspired bags. YouTubers, I don't watch YouTubers that promote fake goods, so I really haven't got anything to say about that, although that says something in itself, because I mean, why would I watch them? I barely watch people that do luxury unboxings now. If I had to be, oh, that's a lie. I have watched so many videos on the, what's it called? I've got it there on my board. The Louis Vuitton, I can't think of what it's called. Petit Mal. I have watched so many videos on that. I don't think there's any videos that I haven't watched, but I think I've put myself off it. I've watched that many videos. Again, I love the look of that. I'm talking about bags now. I love the history behind the Petit Mal. I love everything about it. Hate the size of it. And I know there's a bigger one out now, but I'm not spending. It's bad enough what that Petit Mal cost without spending another £2,000 to get a longer version of it. And I actually like the small version of it. So expensive. And it doesn't carry anything. So I'm kind of talking myself out of the Petit Mal. Thankfully, I think I'm at that stage where I talk myself out of all of the bags. So yeah, okay, so I don't know if I'm happy with that for contouring, but anyway, I'm going to go with this kind of rose gold. I think the last time I tried that, I'm going to go with the rose gold now, and see what it's like. So a bit on the cheeks, and I like to do a bit up here as my base. I always highlight my eyes just as a base, and then I work with that, and highlight the lips because that just makes it look more. And I'm going to be using my Hermes lipstick. I've got my Hermes nail varnish on in the colour, I don't know, something or other. Kazakh? Is lipstick Kazakh. I'll tell you when I get the lipstick out, because my lipstick and my nail varnish are the same. So I'm doing a kind of how well it lasts. But that's another video, people. That's another video for you that I'm doing. And if it's worth the money, but it's beautiful. I just love seeing my nails painted. I really do. And you know how much I love a red. Okay. Would we say that's enough? I do love a highlighter. You see, my eyes are looking extra wrinkly because all the moisture's being drawn out because of the retinol and everything else that's going on. Okay, blush. I'm gonna go in with the Chanel one, Blush Luminaire. Dropping everything. Get my blush, a blush, and my blush brush. Look how beautiful that is. There we go. That's it there. Okay. There we go. So let me know in the comments what you think. So basically, I wouldn't call somebody out if I saw them carrying it. I don't watch videos on fakes at all. I definitely wouldn't carry a fake. I mean, why would I? Let's be serious now. Okay, let's go to an Hermes Birkin. Would I carry a fake Hermes Birkin because that's something that I like and I don't have in my collection? Absolutely not. Why would I carry a fake Hermes Birkin when I can carry a real Chanel bag? That's the way my mind works. That's the way I think of it. There's no way. It's like I have been looking, because I like the whole thing behind the Petit Mal. I love that it's a box. You know, I just love it. I've been looking at the trinket box on the Aspinall of London, because they do like a box. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. And I even thought of getting the see-through one. They do a clear one and putting in like a Louis Vuitton pouch. Just to give it like a bit more of a Petit Mal look, because it's a box as well. If you just look up trinket box on Aspinall of London, you'll see what it's like, and they do them in so many different colours, and it's really beautiful. And I thought, oh, I could get the clear one. Still an idea. I think that the Aspinall of London one is maybe £500. I can't really remember. I think it's £500. So basically I'd have to add another zero to get the Petit Mal. Well, not quite. But it's what's drawing me is the Petit Mal, and I know, and I've learned through years and years and years of experience, go for what I actually want and don't get something because it's cheaper and it looks a wee bit like it and it's inspired by it. Brings us back to that again, doesn't it? So that's what I've got to say about it. You know, like this basket bag, I've had many inspired things as well. Things that really, I've had earrings, the CC earrings, that they don't say Chanel on them. There's nothing, and I bought them, and I was attracted to them because they looked like the Chanel earrings. I stopped wearing them now. I wore that. Oh, I wore them to death. I literally did. And eventually a couple of the stones fell out because I was wearing them, sleeping, showering and everything. But I had them for a few years. And every time I wore them, people would ask me about them. And, you know, it was assumed that they were Chanel earrings. But they weren't. And I would say they're not Chanel earrings. But, you know, they were very much, they were inspired. They looked like Chanel earrings, but they just didn't say Chanel on them, except for the CCs, which is, you know, a Chanel emblem. So that could be argued with them as well. Okay, let's leave that one there and let's move on. But let me know your thoughts on it in my comments. What you think about inspired bags, replica bags, fake bags, and all of that. By the way, I'm going to go with Charlotte Tilbury, and these are the eyes to mesmerize these pots. Honestly, oh, I love these. I really love these. These are something I will always have in my makeup collection, always. Especially this colour here, which is in the colour Jean. It's in the colour Jean. So again, I'm going to go with this as a base and just put it all around my... I just love the way these look. Look at it. Look at that. It is absolutely beautiful, and I love them. They're kind of a jelly creamy texture, but they don't crease or anything like that. I absolutely love them. Sometimes even if I'm using other eyeshadow palettes, I'll go in with these just to give that sheen, because I love the sheen of them. So yeah, I do use these quite a lot. I just feel it finishes off my eye look. It just brightens the eye as well. I'm also going to go in just now again with Eyes to Mesmerize in the colour Star Gold. These are also fabulous just to wear on their own, like one colour, and just put it over your eye like so. Bit of eyeliner and then that shoe. So I'm just going to go in here, just, you know how I like to go darker on the sides. There we go. Yeah, so will only expensive bags do. You know, a lot of people are now buying, you see a lot of Coach bags on YouTube and things like that. For me, I'm just not drawn to them. I'm not drawn to them. I have a Furler bag there, which has actually never ever been used, and I would say it's probably in style now. It's a beautiful bag. Look at it. I have never, this was a gift to me on my 40th. Might you start using it actually now, because it's very much, you know, that kind of style that's in just now. I've never ever used that bag. Never. I think I might just start using it. And it's lovely. Everything about it is lovely, but I'm just not drawn to them. I'm just not drawn to them. There's nothing else. So for me, but only expensive bags do. I'm not answering that. I'm taking the fifth on that one. I'm not taking the abuse for answering that question. Let me know in the comments what you think. I mean, I know a lot of people, you know, when they love bags, it's not about the brand, it's about the style of bag. And you'll see me going into TK Maxx, and I mean, the first place I go to is the bags, and I would buy them. But would I use them? I mean, I saw some lovely ones. I was in yesterday, and there was little ones, multicoloured ones with the ring handle. I love them. I honestly love them. And then I thought, I'm going to buy that. I'm going to take it home, and it's going to sit on my shelf. It's what's going to happen. And because I know that's what I'm like. I'm not going to use them over these bags, or if I use them, I'll use them once, which is pointless. It's pointless spending the money to only use them once. Okay, I'm going in with Pillow Talk. I love this palette. It's very natural looking on me, so I'm just going to go in with this colour here now, just to start building a wee bit, and I'll probably go back in with the Eyes to Mesmerize as well, just to finish it off. I'm just going to build, and then I'm going to build with the darker colour here. There we go. Just trying to build there, and then I'll go in with this lighter colour and then just draw it on the top there. Then I'm going to take a thinner brush. Again, I'm going to go in with the dark just to put more emphasis in here. So, should we move on to shoes? What was the question about shoes? Are expensive shoes worth it when they're only going to end up on the pavement? for me they are worth it, but I don't just wear expensive shoes, but for me it's all about the whole outfit and where I'm going. And of course it depends how you put the outfit together. I was very much more into shoes years ago. I'm not so much into expensive shoes now because, oh my god, you know, the thing with handbags is they'll always fit you. Doesn't matter, they'll always fit you. You know, you never get too fat or too thin or whatever. They just fit you. Whereas shoes, who would have known that your feet get bigger? If you put on weight, your feet get bigger. If you go through the menopause, your feet get bigger. And apart from all that, the older you get, the more uncomfortable they get. I mean, I used to work with heels like that, and I remember people saying to me, oh, how can you walk on them all day? Or, oh, there'll come a day when you'll not be able to wear them. And I'm like, really? I'll always be able to wear high heels. Oh my goodness me. I could be sitting on a chair walking nowhere in a pair of, especially the size of some of those Louboutins that I have, and my feet ache and I'm desperate to come home and take them off. And more often than not, they come off under the table. So I don't know, I'm kind of in the middle about expensive shoes. It's got to be an amazing pair of shoes, and I have spent money on shoes, let me tell you, but I don't know if expensive shoes are really worth it anymore. I don't know if it's just because, like I said, I used to really be into expensive shoes. Like, I needed to have a version of expensive shoes, like my Louboutin boots. I loved ankle boots, so I needed a version of them in Louboutins because that's what I used to be into. But in saying that, I have a pair of Weitzman boots, over the knee Weitzman boots, and they have really been worth every penny because they don't scrunch down, you know, like maybe a cheaper boot would. They're comfortable. They've stood the test of time. I've worn them out with dresses. I've worn them just kind of casual. Really loved my Stuart Weitzman boots. I don't know, for me, I don't know if they are actually. Not because I'm walking out on them and they're on the pavement. You know, sometimes when you do put on that dress and add your designer shoe with your designer bag, it just adds to it because that's what I'm into. That's very much what I'm into. But you will have seen, if you've watched my latest Zara unboxing, that I bought a pair of pink shoes from Zara, which are leather, and I absolutely love them. I really did. And I haven't spent 500, 600, 700, 800, 1,000. I have shoes in there, my Gina shoes, for an absolute fortune. How many times have I worn those shoes? Probably no more than 3 times. I think the last ones I got for Georgie's wedding, I think I only wore them at the wedding. The ones I wore at Kelly's wedding, probably wore them at Kelly's wedding. I wore them to my friend's daughter's wedding. I wore them to Theo's christening, I think 3 times maybe. So I don't know if shoes are worth it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are they worth it? Okay, so that's the eyeshadows just there. That leaves the liner. And put it in there. Eyeliner done. Let's go in with mascara. So first I'm going to go in with Lash Paradise. By the way, I'm sitting here and I'm just waiting and waiting for a phone call from my doctor's surgery. They told me to expect a call in the afternoon. It is now 15:56, so it's nearly 4 o'clock. Is that still afternoon? When does afternoon end and evening start? I would say evening starts 5 onwards. Is that correct? I never know, by the way. I never know. Sometimes I'm doing my stories and I'm normally out walking around about those times, and I never know if... Oh, I forgot to put liner on in my bottom lid. And I never know if it's evening or still afternoon. Let me know when afternoon ends and evening starts. Gosh, I'm asking you a lot of questions today, so I want to know what you think about fake and replica bags. And oh, see what a difference that makes. And I want to know when afternoon ends and when evening begins. We'll go in with the Primark mascara, shall we? Yeah, look. I've been using that Revitalash again. I stop and start when my lashes get really long, as they are now, and they start hitting off the top of my brow. I kind of start using it intermittently, but I've been using it these past couple of weeks kind of all the time, and they've shot up again. You can see them in the mornings when I'm not wearing makeup. That's how I can tell my eyelashes are good, because I can see them without having to put mascara on them, basically. I think a lovely long eyelash makes all the difference, which is why people go and get those fake eyelashes, which I don't like at all. Because like nails, you get one good week. As soon as you get them done, your eyelashes look amazing and your nails look amazing. And then, ugh, I hate that. See, when you see that growth with nails, you see it a lot with YouTubers. I think it's horrible. I think it's awful when you see, especially when it's done quite thickly, even when it's gel, and you see their nail growing out and you... Ugh. I was saying that, and my nails actually look awful just now. They're really not good at all. You've probably noticed them on the vlogs when I'm not wearing nail varnish. So we're gonna go in now with the Hermes nail varnish, the Hermes lipstick. I'm gonna lip line with my Estee Lauder. Now, I really regret not getting the lip liner, the Hermes lip liner, which is colourless and you can use with any lipstick. I really regret getting that, because I really like the colour of the lipstick and I don't want to change it by using a lip liner. I'm trying to just put this on very lightly in the wear that I did with the lipstick, which is part of the nail varnish one. They call it nail enamel, by the way. Nail enamel. It's not nail varnish. What was I saying? I can't remember. Oh no. Yeah, oh, in the video that I'm reviewing the nail varnish, I did the lipstick as well to see. I love it. Spoiler alert! I love it. I love the lipstick. I may even be swayed. You know how much I love my Chanel's. That was my Christmas one. Still got it sitting in my pouch. And my Chanel one there. Oh, the battery's going. Let's hurry up. Let's get the lipstick on. Here it is. Right here. We have it here. I think I'm going to have to change the battery. Oh, oh, oh. Do-do-do. That's what it looks like. Should we compare the colours here? I think we're going to have to change the battery. That's the difference in colour. It's very different. Yeah, it's the darker. The Chanel one's darker. How's that? Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Okay, I'm going to put just a touch of the Vive gloss on it. Just a touch. In the middle. Just to finish it off. Get the band off. The hairband. And that was my get ready with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. There we go. How does that look? Well, all that leaves me to say is thank you very much for watching, and if you would like to see more videos from me, I'm gonna link one here, and if you're not already subscribed, just press the A right here, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Cheers!